Welcome to Watching the Tide. Man, I am so excited. It's the first college football Saturday of the year, folks. I am so excited for this, and I cannot wait to beat the crap out of Florida State. Well, I mean, maybe we will. I kind of expect it to be a little close, because it's the first game for Ty Simpson as the starting quarterback of the Tide. And as a lot of people just saw, Arch Manning kind of struggled in his first game as the starting quarterback at Texas, as Ohio State got the win 14-7 against Texas. I must admit, I thought Texas was going to run them out of the building there, but that did not wind up happening. But yeah, anyways, welcome to Watching the Tide. I am so excited for this game. And right now, it's not currently on at the moment, as Syracuse and Tennessee is kind of wrapping up a little bit, as that game is still going on, and it's 38-26 Tennessee. Gotta admit, the Volunteers look pretty impressive this year, with Joey Aguilar under center. Wonder how Nico's gonna do against Utah tonight. I may take a peek at that UCLA Utah game. Yeah, welcome, guys. As you can see, we got our scoreboard here. I've got my whiteboard, which I may be drawing plays on or throwing at some points if this team causes me to crash out today. And I really hope they don't, because, you know, I'm used to crashing out with the Colts. I'm used to crashing out over the University of Cincinnati. I'm not used to crashing out over the Crimson Tide, and I did that quite a bit last year, especially that Oklahoma game. But yeah, anyways, how's everybody doing today? Everybody good? Everybody doing something fun, enjoying their Saturday or watching college football like this guy? But yeah, I've been a fan of the Crimson Tide since 2009. That was the first year I started watching college football. And I always remember that SEC championship when Alabama just beat the crap out of Florida. Like that was just awesome, especially after what happened the year before when Florida beat Bama in the SEC championship. And that year was great for two reasons, really, because first of all, Alabama made it all the way to the national championship and won against Texas. And for me, as a hometown guy, the Cincinnati Bearcats had probably the best year in school history, going 12-0 and making it all the way to the Sugar Bowl, where they lost to Florida. So, yeah, I still like Florida, but it's kind of like, man, you beat the shit out of my hometown team in the Sugar Bowl. That just doesn't sit right with me sometimes. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. I know I've probably said it 3 times now, but I'm waiting for this damn Tennessee and Syracuse game to end. It looks like Tennessee may go in for another touchdown and make this 45-26. And I watched the Bearcats the other night against Nebraska. That first half was absolutely abysmal on offense. Like, man, I cannot even begin to say just how bad that team played in the first half on offense. They put up 3 points, had like five or three false start penalties, and just called some of the stupidest play calling I've ever seen. Like they were calling screen passes on third down every time. And I swear, as I was sitting in my chair, my blood pressure was beginning to rise because it's like, if you have called a screen pass 3 times already, what makes you think it's going to work now? Because the ways it wasn't working are just really simple. The quarterback was either overthrowing the running back or it was just getting blown up every time because there was no blocking at all. Like it wasn't really a great game for the Bearcats. And it wasn't really a great half in a lot of ways. But defense really kept them in it because they just kept holding Nebraska to field goals and held the Cornhuskers to 13 points in the first half. And they only scored one touchdown in the second half. So, it wasn't entirely a bad game played by UC. They played a good game in a lot of ways. They played bad in the first half, but they played better in the second half, and I was happy with that at least. But yeah, and I still want Scott Satterfield fired. That guy, I just don't understand it. How did you possibly think hiring him was the way to go? Because let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers real quick. 3-9 your first year, which okay, that was your first year in the Big 12, and also your first year under Satterfield. And then you start off 5-2 the next year. And guess what you do? You lose 5 straight games and miss a bowl game. I mean, just absolutely unacceptable. And this is all I'm asking for, Scott Satterfield. I'm asking for 7 or 8 wins and a bowl game. That's it. I'm not asking you to win the conference. I'm not asking you to do much this year. But for the love of God, do not have another losing record and miss a bowl game. Because at that point, I want your resignation letter on the desk of our athletic director. Because that's just absolutely ridiculous. And oh, looks like we are exiting the Syracuse Tennessee game and we are getting ready for some roll tide football, folks. And we got a Syracuse player down. Looks like it's one of their defensive linemen. I can't really see the number, it looks like. But yeah, 4:41 to go in that game, and they're going to switch over to the Alabama game, which makes me happy. And the thing that I look at the ESPN app and say is just this. I think it's great that you've got everything in one place and that they also got WWE now on ESPN, which that's interesting. But I'm also not thrilled about a possible price increase for it per month, but apparently you just have to log in with your cable provider or something like that, which is interesting. And we got less than 2 minutes to kickoff as here come the Florida State Seminoles. And let me do this real quick. Boo! Boo! Because, I'm not a Florida State guy. I got the Alabama hat on, I got the Alabama shirt on, I got the Alabama hat on, I got my Big Al Funko, got my scoreboard, and I've got my what's this? What do they call it in movies? Marker, I think, or something like that. Anyways, and you can't really see it, but I've got a Bear Bryant print that hangs above my TV. One of my coolest finds that I've ever gotten at a card show, actually. And it was really cool when I found that because I've always had a lot of love and respect for Bear Bryant, you know? Honestly, a lot of love and respect. Clapperboard. Hey, Kevin, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you on. You excited for this game? Or what game you watching? Oh, clapperboard. Okay, so that's what they call it. Ah, I didn't realize that. Watching your stream. Well, I appreciate you joining the stream, man. Hopefully you're excited for this game like I am. And Chief Osceola plants the flaming, I don't know what the hell it's called, in the middle of the field here at Doak Campbell Stadium. Ah, what a beautiful stadium. And what a beautiful day for a roll tide ass whipping. Yep, I see you. I see you doing that stupid tomahawk chop. I see you. I see you. You Florida State fans, you're not slick. You're not funny. Oh, good. You got Joe Testator and Jesse Palmer. Good duo there. A very good duo. And Joe Testator, he's doing a great job doing the commentary for SmackDown. Like, he's one of the things that I will sit through an episode of SmackDown and watch. Because, SmackDown was just, as if you didn't know, I'm a wrestling fan too, and I do wrestling show live streams as well. And yeah, this is kind of something new for me. I'm doing a live stream of a football game. I've never done this before, and I'm pretty excited. And looks like Bama's getting the ball first. So here we go. Florida State's kicker gets a running start, and off we go from Tallahassee. It is Florida State and Alabama. Here we go, folks. And here comes the Crimson Tide offense led by Ty Simpson with some big shoes to fill with Jalen Milroe going to the NFL, getting drafted by the Seattle Seahawks. This is officially his first start, which is pretty interesting. It's 1st and 10 for the Crimson Tide here, and it looks like the Florida State fans are bringing the noise. I'm not surprised at that. Ryan Williams going in motion for the Tide. Simpson takes the snap and hands it off to, I believe that's Richard Young. Yep, that is Richard Young, and he is met by the Florida State defense for a minimal gain there. Peek the hat mic, too. I thought that would kind of be a cool idea, especially considering it wouldn't clip to my shirt this time for some reason. And there he is, Ryan Williams, possibly the next Alabama receiver to win the Heisman Trophy. Ty Simpson, a play action on 2nd and 4, throws. It is caught. I believe it is Jeremy Bernard, one of the guys we got from Washington when Kalen DeBoer came over here to coach the team. Let's see. Nice throw there by Ty Simpson. Great catch there by Bernard. And that is an Alabama first down. First down of the season, folks. Simpson doing some checking at the line here. Simpson takes the snap, hands it off to Richard Young, and it's another minimal gain there. Looks like getting the run game going is going to be a little tough for us. Grab a sip of water real quick. Oh. 2nd and 7 here for the Crimson Tide. Simpson takes the snap, play action fake. He's going to run. He's going to run, and he's going to get out of bounds. It looks like a decent gain there. So it's going to be 3rd and short for the Crimson Tide. I believe it's going to be... they're not saying it. It just says 3rd down. Going to be 3rd and 2 for the Crimson Tide. Let's see what they call here. I don't think they're going to go run, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Let's see. Cuevas, the tight end, goes in motion. Simpson going to make some adjustments here at the line of scrimmage. Simpson takes the snap. It is a play action. He throws. It is caught. Oh, no. Don't tell me. This better not be a false start penalty. God damn it. Who moved? Come on. Who moved? Are you serious? Got a good drive going, and then this happens. I'm guessing it was 75 because they keep showing 75. And that is Wilkin Formby. Looks like a new offensive lineman there. Because I've never seen him before. Simpson takes the snap. It's another play action. He's going to roll. He's going to run, and he's going to get past the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a minimal gain. It's going to be short of the 1st down. I don't think Alabama's going to go for it. I'm not sure yet, though. And it looks like Cuevas missed his block there. He got beat by number 10 for Florida State. And they are going to go for it. And Richard Young is going to fight for the first down. He might have got it. I don't know. What do they say here? They say first down for the Crimson Tide. And Young was just able to fight there through the dog pile and get the first down. Just barely, so it'll be first and 10 for the Crimson Tide. Here as we continue to go along in this first quarter. And Simpson making some checks here at the line of scrimmage again. Jeremy Bernard goes in motion. Give is to number 4. And number 4 gets a nice gain there for the Crimson Tide. It looks like it might be 5 or 6. Let's see what they say. They're going to say 7. Okay. Very nice gain. So it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Crimson Tide. Yeah, I knew about Jam Miller. I didn't know about Tim Keenan III being out for us. That's unfortunate. So it's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Tide. Got one running back here in the backfield. Simpson hands it off to number 4 again, and he's going to get stuffed. No gain, hopefully, not a loss of yardage. As that was McCray, I believe, or somebody for Florida State. And it's going to be 3rd down again for the Crimson Tide. And this place is rocking here for Florida State. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Tide. As the first quarter continues to wind down, as we are now under 10 minutes to play in this one, at least in the first quarter. Simpson going to hand it off, and Richard Young is going to get the first down for the Crimson Tide. I believe, yes, they say it is a first down. That is the 3rd first down of the game here for the Crimson Tide. Peak, our offensive coordinator there, looks like he's doing a good job in terms of the play calls. Current drive, 9 plays, 39 yards, and it's taken almost 6 minutes here for the Tide. And Florida State has not had the football yet. Simpson takes the snap, and it is a handoff to another running back, and he is going to get loose, and he's got another first down for the Crimson Tide. That is Riley with a nice run there. And Peak, the nice block there by 71 to open up the hole for the Tide. And they've only thrown the ball 1 time in this game. That is kind of crazy, as this is now the 11th play of the drive. Simpson takes the snap and gives it off to Riley again, and he's going to get a minimal gain there, it looks like. And some pushing and shoving after the play between number 0 and 71 for the Crimson Tide. Not exactly sure what was going on there. And of course, is head coach Kalen DeVore. So it is 2nd and 6 as he got 4 yards. I'll take it. Simpson takes the snap. It's a play action. He's going to go deep to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Intended for Jeremy Bernard. Great coverage there by Florida State, although it might have been pass interference. And it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Tide. And peek at the end, it's number 11 and number 0 covering Jeremy Bernard there. I don't know. Maybe, well, no, that wasn't pass interference. It was just good double coverage. Richard Young comes back in the game for the Tide, or he went in motion or something. Ty Simpson making some checks here at the line of scrimmage, and the receiver is going out wide here. Simpson making more checks at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like Alabama does get the timeout off, as looked like they were going to get a delay of game penalty, but instead, Kalen DeBoer able to call the timeout in time, so it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Tide. And boy, this Florida State crowd is rocking. And there's that stupid tomahawk chop. Oh, oh, and whatever that noise is. And we're going to get our first commercial break here, so I'm going to take a water break from that. I'll be honest, looking good so far. Good first drive here for the Crimson Tide. Let's hope it ends with points. A lot of commercials here, especially for this Blood Center United thing. Or Blood Cancer United, sorry. But yeah, I was surprised that Texas lost to Ohio State. I thought kind of with the way they were using Arch last year, he'd have enough experience to be ready to go against Ohio State. But man, hats off to the Buckeyes. They did a great job of stopping Arch. Just an amazing job by them. Let's see if that Syracuse Tennessee game has gone final real quick. And, excuse me. And yes, final score Tennessee 45, Syracuse 26. It's okay, 19 points. Still kind of convincing win there for Tennessee. I will take it. We got more scores as well, I believe, from all around college football. Let's have a look. As we're on commercial break here. Wow, Tulane puts a beatdown on Northwestern, 23-3. Final of that one. Maryland puts Florida Atlantic down with a 39-7 victory. Mississippi State beats Southern Miss 34-17. Final of that one. Purdue shuts out Ball State 31-0. Shout out to my Uncle Rob's alma mater. What else do we got here going on currently? Penn State with a 7-0 lead against Nevada. And we are back. 3rd and 6 here for the Tide. Simpson, play action. He's going to run. He is going to run, and he is going to get the first down, I think. Or he might be short. They're not saying yet. I think they gave him the spot. And it was a nice run there by Ty Simpson. He might have gotten it. And I think they say, yes, they say first down. Wow, 4 first downs for the Tide on this drive. As the drive now enters its 14th play currently. Richard Young going to go in motion and go out wide as a receiver here. And Simpson going to throw, complete it to Ryan Williams, who's going to get leveled on the sideline after he gets the first down. So the 5th first down of the game for the Crimson Tide. And it should be first and goal, I believe. It is going to be first and goal for the Crimson Tide. Simpson takes the snap, hands it off, and Richard Young is going to get stopped before the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Tide. Been a pretty nice opening drive here by the Crimson Tide. Move that go. There we go. Now you guys can see the scoreboard again. It was kind of getting blocked by a big owl. So it's going to be 2nd and goal here for the Crimson Tide. Simpson making some changes here at the line of scrimmage. Josh Cuevas and the other tight end switch to the other side. Number 1 goes in motion. Simpson going to throw to Cuevas. Touchdown, Alabama. Simpson to Cuevas. The first touchdown of 2025. Let's go, baby. Touchdown, Alabama. Just a great play design there by the Crimson Tide. And now they're going to set up for the extra point. 31 going to kick it. Good snap, but good hold by 38. And it is good. And the Tide take a 7-0 lead as they draw first blood here in Tallahassee. And just a great play call there. Simpson to Cuevas. Bama leads it 7-0 as we go to commercial. Not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but I got the microphone connected to my hat. That'd kind of be a cool idea. Let's take a look at what's going on, just real quick. Okay. Why does every game have to be a commercial when I try to switch to other games? It really rings my bell, you know? Like, as a college football fan, all I'm trying to do is find another game. And it has to be on commercial at the same time as the game I'm currently watching. It just doesn't make any sense. All right, we'll keep it with Alabama, Florida State then. Do a little more scoreboard watching. Well, Boston College is putting a beatdown on Fordham, 31-3. West Virginia leads at 17-3 against Robert Morris. That game in the third quarter. UConn up 41-10 on Central Connecticut. Not surprised about that one. Number 20, Indiana leads Old Dominion 17-7. Sorry, Quadre, I know you're a big Old Dominion guy if you're in the stream. Louisville 35, Eastern Kentucky 0. Not surprised about that. Northern Illinois leading Holy Cross 3-0. That game in the second quarter. Iowa State up 14-7 against South Dakota. Georgia up 14-0 on Marshall. Penn State up 10-0 against Nevada. Air Force is playing Bucknell, and Air Force leads at 14-0 in the first quarter. UMass leads at 10-7 against Temple into the first there. And Oregon leads 7-0 against Montana State as their first game of the year. It looks like we are back to Florida State and Alabama. Oh, I remember this. And I absolutely loved it. I loved seeing the disappointment on all those Florida State players when Alabama got in the playoff and they didn't. And today, that's kind of what it's all about, is Alabama proving that they are better than Florida State in every single way. Mm, Nice highlight there. Good throw by Joey Aguilar, and that's how they got to 45 in that Syracuse-Tennessee game. All right, we are back, and it is 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. So who is starting at quarterback for Florida State? And it is Thomas Castellanos, the guy that talked a ton of trash about the Crimson Tide during the offseason. Castellanos going to hand it off to number 5, I believe. And again, more pushing and shoving after the play there as a Florida State offensive lineman pushes down one of the defensive linemen for the Crimson Tide. Tommy Castellanos. Okay, that's his name. 2nd and 8, Florida State throwing, and that is caught by number 0, I believe. I think that's a tight end. So it's going to be 3rd down for Florida State. Let's see what they do here. It is 3rd and 5 here for the Seminoles. Castellanos checking the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to look, and he's going to throw one deep down the field, and it is incomplete. The Alabama defense doing a great job of knocking the football free, and Florida State's going to have to punt on their first drive of the game. Or are they going for it? What? Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? What? No, that is not pass interference. You gotta be kidding me. No. No, that's not pass interference. That is not pass interference. Oh, they called holding. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, if they call pass interference, I'm calling bullshit. Because that was not pass interference. That was great coverage. And it's going to be a 1st down for Florida State. But at least it's not a spot foul like the bullshit pass interference penalty. Number 12 going to go in motion, and it looks like they're going to. No, they keep it with Castellanos, and he's going to get a 1st down. Okay, he's showing me something so far that he can throw the ball deep and he can run. Why was he staring into the camera there? That looked really stupid. Oh my god, is that Gus Malzahn on Florida State's staff? You gotta be kidding me. And there's a handoff there to number 12 for Florida State, and there is a flag down. I think this is going to be holding against Florida State. It was Lucas on the carry for Florida State. Right. Yep, that is holding on the offense. I will take it. So it's going to be 1st and 5 for Florida State. Looks like they got 87 there for holding. Let's see. Yep, that's a hold. That is a textbook definition of a hold. Oh, sorry, it's going to be 1st and 20 for Florida State. Never mind. So basically double the length of a regular 1st down. 1st and 20 here for the Seminoles. And 13 is going to go in motion. He's going to hand it off there to 27, and he's going to get, I think, 5 or 6 yards there. Not saying anything yet here. Okay, he did get 5 yards, so it's 2nd and 15 for Florida State. 27 goes in motion here. Castellanos throws and completes it to number 13. And he just ran over one of the Alabama equipment guys as he gets run out of bounds. It is Pittman Jr. making the catch. Not sure who he's a Pittman Jr. of. You gotta be fucking kidding me if that's Gus Malzahn. It's 2025 and he's still coaching. You gotta be kidding. Empty set here for Castellanos, and wait a minute, somebody called a timeout. And I believe that was Florida State. No, it was Alabama. Okay. A little surprised at that. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 here for the Seminoles. Castellanos taking a water break there. Now, Gus Malzahn, there is no way, and I mean absolutely no way, he's still coaching football. And he's on the fucking Florida State staff. Like, are they this desperate to beat Alabama that they bring an ex-Auburn coach who's beaten Alabama twice to be a part of their staff? Come on, man. Like, how desperate are you to win this, Florida State, that you bring in fucking Gus Malzahn from wherever retirement community he was a part of? Take a water break. All right, commercial. Guys, be sure to spread the word about the stream. Share it with your friends. Let's see if we can get this thing past 2 people. That'd be kind of cool if we could. I literally just ate Subway, and they're giving me a fucking commercial for Papa John's. Like, come on. There are just times this gets a little ridiculous. Let's have a little look and see if we got another game to look at. All right, we got Penn State and Nevada. Penn State with a 10-0 lead, and it looks like Nevada just committed a penalty on offense. They're about to punt the ball back to Penn State. Looks like a very nice day in Happy Valley. There's probably plenty of reasons to believe that Penn State could possibly win the national championship this year. You got Drew Aller, Nicholas Singleton, Katron Allen. You got a fucking stacked team. Like, I don't see how they don't win a national championship this year. I mean, let alone the Big Ten championship, because I don't really see any threats other than Ohio State. But then again, I haven't watched Michigan yet, so we shall see. And we're still not back yet from commercial, as we have a Coors Light commercial now. Okay, Old Dominion and Indiana is at the half with a 17-7 lead there for Indiana. Looks like a good first game for the Hoosiers, ranked in the top 25 poll. And we are back. It is 3rd and 11 here for Florida State. Oh my god, that is Gus Malzahn. Are you serious? Are you serious, Florida State? You really brought an ex-Auburn coach to your staff? Come on, man. Really? And it's funny because I'm friends with an Auburn fan, so he's rubbed it in my face plenty of times when Auburn beats Bama. Castellanos going deep, and what a catch, I believe, by number 4. Wow. What a play for Florida State, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Seminoles. Is that Squirrel White from Tennessee? Wow. What a catch. Castellanos going to keep it himself, and he is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fuck. And we are going to be all tied up. It looks like as number 22 is going to kick the extra point for Florida State. Good snap, good hold, and this game is tied, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I guess Florida State came to play tonight. Yeah, Gus, we get it. You beat Alabama 2 or 3 times. And now you come to Florida State because you couldn't keep your job at Auburn or at Central Florida. Gotta admit, that was a pretty good play call there. As our guys looked really confused. So this game is tied, folks, 7-all. But that's probably going to be the only touchdown they get today. Hopefully our defense starts shutting them down. And Florida State's going to kick it off back to the Tide. I believe is number 11 back deep for us. And that's going to be a touchback. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tide. They went down, scored a touchdown on the first drive, so let's see what they do on the second drive. There's that quote. Fuck you, Castellanos. Fuck you. Come on. Yeah, you spent the entire offseason talking trash about Bama. I mean, I'll give it to you that you put up a touchdown against us. I'll give you that. But maybe know your role and shut your mouth, jabroni. Because this defense is going to eat you alive pretty soon. Simpson going to hand it off. I don't know if that was Richard Young, but he's going to get stuffed for no gain. Looks like it was Cryer there for Florida State and Lions. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Seminole, or here for the Tide. And yep, they're out in full force. That stupid chop. There, I did it once on camera. Simpson takes the snap, it's play action, and he is going to look deep downfield, and that is. What do they say? It's a catch by Jeremy Bernard. And what a throw by Ty Simpson. And a great job by Bernard of getting the feet down in bounds. Or, I'm sorry, the foot, because it's 1 foot in college. Alabama runs a quick play to Ryan Williams. And Williams going to get a nice small gain there. So it's going to be 2nd and 5, I believe. And first quarter continuing to wind down here. And yes, it was a gain of 5. So it is 2nd and 5. I have to plug my computer charger in soon. Simpson going to hand it off to Richard Young, and he's going to get taken down, I believe, for a gain of 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and short here for the Tide. Great year for Ryan Williams last year. 31 catches, 649 yards, and 7 touchdowns. One of those 7 touchdowns helped beat the Georgia Bulldogs. Haha, suck it, Georgia. New coach, and we still beat you. And the first quarter going to keep winding down here. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Tide. Simpson making some checks at the line of scrimmage. Josh Cuevas going to go in motion. Simpson takes a snap and throws, and it's caught. Jeremy Bernard. And a 1st down for the Crimson Tide. as I believe that may take us to the end of the first quarter, as we're down to under 30 seconds to play in the first quarter, and Alabama may just take this to the end of the quarter. As you see, they're still in the huddle, and we're down to 9 seconds to play in the quarter. I wonder if they'll run another play here. They will run another play. Simpson takes the snap and throws, and it's caught by Horton. Isaiah Horton, I believe, who I think used to play for Miami. Takes us to the end of the first quarter. Alabama 7, Florida State 7. This has been a good one so far. Some deep passes by both quarterbacks in this game. Excuse me. What the heck? Are they giving us another Office parody on Peacock? Just put the UK Office on there. The paper? No way. Oscar from The Office is on this. That's awesome. And hang on a sec, guys. I'm going to plug my computer in. Looks like it's about to die.